Welcome everybody, I am Traren. In this video we'll be going over Priest Covenant abilities in World of Warcraft Shadowlands. This video is for anyone that is curious about Shadowlands Covenant abilities and isn't just looking for which one will do the most damage or healing. We'll be going over each Covenant ability, seeing how they fit, how they feel, and how fun they are. I'm not concerned with damage or healing here because Blizzard will be tuning these over the next 2 years anyway. These are in no particular order, these are my opinions. I haven't even picked a Covenant yet myself, but hopefully when the time comes, I can help you decide. Please let me know in the comments which is your favorite Covenant and why. Let's get into it. We'll start with Kyrian, Boon of the Ascended. This is a rather long cooldown at 3 minutes currently. It grants you Ascended Nova, which blasts enemies and heals allies in its range. Depending on your spec, an ability will turn into Ascended Blast, which damages an enemy and heals a friendly ally for a percentage of that damage on a 3-second cooldown. Both abilities grant you a stack to Boon of the Ascended, which explodes after the spell's duration, which again causes more damage to enemies and heals allies, which is boosted based on the amount of Boon of the Ascended stacks you manage to get. Whew. This is a really neat ability that changes your class up slightly for a short time. It feels really powerful with great animations and seems pretty smooth. Interacting with other abilities, in this case changing them, can be fun. I worry about Shadow because Mind Flay generates insanity and Ascended Blast does not. A change to that would be welcome. Really great ability otherwise though. Let's take a moment to look at Boon of the Ascended. Summon Steward. I don't think this is as fun as some of the other Covenant signature abilities, but you can't deny its usefulness. The File of Serenity is going to have its uses for sure. I feel compared to the utility and fun of other Covenants, it's just kind of lacking. Resetting your talents every 4 hours is whatever. I would rather have an ability that did something interactive with my character. Here's your Steward. Next we have Venthyr, Mind Games. This is a short cast that messes with your enemy's mind. When they do damage now, they instead heal their target, and when they heal, they'll instead do damage. Shadow Priests generate insanity, Holy and Disciplined Priests restore mana. This isn't my favorite ability, but it isn't terrible by any means. It has a short cooldown which I like, but it's just kind of odd. I feel reversing damage to healing will be really interesting with maybe some boss mechanics, and it could be really powerful for some group-wide damage. It kind of fits, it could be useful, but I feel like it's something you're just going to press every 45 seconds in most cases on whatever mob's in front of you. Situationally, it could be really cool. Here's a peek at Mind Games. Door of Shadows. This is a teleport with a short cast time. Priests don't have great mobility, so being able to teleport to a location will help with that. It'd be really neat to see how creative people can get with this in dungeons. I think this is one of the coolest fun signature abilities. Here it is in action. And up next we have Necrolords, Unholy Nova. You blast everything around you with dark energy. It infects enemies with Unholy Transfusion and heals nearby allies. Allies who hit the target with Unholy Transfusion are healed by it. That's about it. It feels like an empowered Holy Nova, except it's unholy of course. It has a relatively short cooldown at 1 minute, so you'll be using it quite often. There's no interaction with any other abilities, so it won't change up what you're doing much, if at all. This is probably the most simple Covenant ability to use, and I think it's pretty okay. Let's check it out. Fleshcraft. This is an absorb shield of 20% up to 50% of your hit points. Channeling next to a corpse is what increases it based on the power of the corpse. It has a rather long channel of 4 seconds, so you won't be doing this much in combat, I imagine, and I worry you may fall behind in a quickly moving Mythic Plus group. But having a shield that large will definitely be useful, and who doesn't like absorbing the essence of a fresh corpse? Take a look at Fleshcraft. Last but not least, we have Night Fae, Fae Guardians. You call upon 3 Fae Guardians, each with different abilities that follow targets based on certain spells. Wrathful Fairy restores mana or insanity from direct attacks on the target and follows your Shadow Word Pain. Guardian Fairy reduces damage by 10% and follows your Power Word Shield. Benevolent Fairy increases the cooldown recovery rate of a major ability and follows your flash heal. This might be the most fun but most micromanaged ability out of the Priest Covenants. You can cast it and just let the fairies do their thing as you continue, or you can really make sure the right fairy is on the right target at any given time. That's my only concern with it, is some people might be confused on how the fairies work. That said, they interact with your abilities in a fun way, and I think it's super unique and in a good way. Let's see it. Soul Shape. Use Shapeshift and teleport 15 yards and get a good speed increase. You can teleport every few seconds after and last 12 seconds or indefinitely in a rested area. Can't really complain about this ability. I think it's pretty sweet. I saw on WoW had options to switch it between Vulpin and other animals, which is really cool. I think it's pretty solid and fun. Let's take a quick look at me as a Vulpin. That wraps up the Priest Covenant abilities. Are you going to be a Kyrian, Venthyr, Necrolord, or Night Fae Priest? Let me know in the comments below. Please make sure to like and subscribe so you know when future videos are released. Also, catch me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/jtrarin, where we can hang out, answer questions, and do some dungeons. That's it for now. Until next time.